Hello everybody! Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, you're just as welcome as the rest, but welcome on back. You get your own little special message. It's Crank here. It's been a few years since I've posted. I'll admit, I kind of forgot. I'm back with the commentary style content that you all seemed to love last time. I'm talking about a topic that is hopefully as relatable to you as it is to me. The reasons why video gaming and just games in general have fallen off. Now I'm going to divide this video into multiple sections and go as in-depth as I personally can on each section. You may find somebody else who can go further in depth. That's not my video. If you want to go and watch somebody else's video further in depth, then just watch this video through. You might get a few points that the other person doesn't say. But watch this one, and then if you want to watch another one, you've got your free will. I'm not keeping you captive. No more dilly-dallying, no more wasting time. We'll get straight on with it. Now, this is a thing that has been plaguing the gaming industry for years across many genres. The biggest modern example that I could think of being Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2017, when the developers at EA cut all updates from the game in 2020. Obviously, something like this will kill a game. However, Battlefront 2 is a strange example to use, as the Star Wars fans are very strong and adamant, and although updates were cut 5 years ago, the fans continued to play the game. Despite this, EA refused to add any more updates and refused to even consider a Battlefront 3, as it is more cost effective to focus on their own IPs than to pay for the Star Wars IP to make a new Battlefront. A better example of a game completely dying would be LEGO Worlds, shaping up to be the next Minecraft competitor until in 2017 TT stopped updating the game, killing it, which is a shame, as with a few more updates that game could have been amazing. A more modern example within the last 8 months is the very underwhelming return of Fortnite OG back in December of 2024. A lack of consistent updates caused the players to stop playing. Now, there's not much the developers could do because they have to work with what happened in OG, and with the seasons we've had so far, not much has happened. Not much happened back in the day, update-wise, but the lack of the updates plummets player numbers, which is a real shame, as back in 2023, for the first return of OG, you saw millions and millions of concurrent players, and now you're lucky to see 60,000 concurrent players on OG. Unfortunately, a lack of support from developers will always exist in the gaming industry and will always end up in a video game's death. So, this is a very broad segment, however a very important segment, as it has one very important topic that I've put in it, which is mistreatment in the workplace. Very important to talk about in the world of gaming, and even more so, should I say, outside the world of gaming. We saw this through TT Games mistreating their staff on the making of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I'm not saying it's the staff's fault for a lack of effort, it never is in a case of mistreatment in the workplace, but I am saying that mistreatment from the higher-ups at TT Games caused a lack of effort from the developers, which caused a worse game to be made. But that is not the workers' fault, that's just a lack of effort from the fact that they were treated poorly. I'll link a video down below or in the comments which goes further in depth on the mistreatment from TT Games on the staff making the Skywalker Saga, and goes in depth on the downfall of LEGO games. Now, we also see games being chucked out unfinished, which, biggest example, Cyberpunk 2077, on release, that game was near unplayable. It took many patches to make it playable. Also, it's not specifically a game, but it's a game mode. Inside of Fortnite, there are multiple game modes that have been released unfinished. Rocket Racing, I believe, completely unfinished, chucked out. No one wants to play it. The current Fortnite chapter and seasons, unpolished, boring, no one plays them. This is what is also causing the decline of the video game industry, and unfortunately, there will always be lazy developers. And I'm not saying that the people in the case of the mistreatment in the workplace are lazy. I'm saying that people will always put less effort than they should into their work for the same amount of money.
you'd do it too if you were in that situation. But
I felt this to be a very nice bittersweet note to end the video on, as it hits close to home with me just finishing school. We will always look at the past in our lives and miss it no matter what we do. There will be moments we don't miss, but the majority of our memories we will miss, reminisce and wish we could go back to. It is no different when it comes to video games. We will always compare what we currently have to the past, which constantly keeps us in a state of nostalgia no matter what we do in our lives. Outside of games, but most importantly for this video, inside of games. Games capitalise on this using the fear of missing out to sell cosmetics, as if you think to Fortnite kids, they're all upset that they can't get this bloody Chapter 1 Season 2 battle passes, and they know that and capitalise on the fear of missing out. Many modern games no longer feel the same as their older counterparts did, sometimes due to the previous reasons I've stated, but mostly due to nostalgia. Modern Call of Duties feel worse, clunky and boring compared to the ones from the late 2000s and early 2010s. Modern Fortnite feels gimmicky compared to the beautiful simplicity of the original state of the game. Even now with the current OG, it just feels gimmicky because there's way too many new gimmicks in the game. That's why it feels gimmicky, because they have gimmicks. And modern LEGO games feel tacky compared to the beautifully wackiness of older games. As we grow up, we move on, and we've got to realise at some point that time waits for no one. Make the most of what you currently have in video games. I'm not giving you a life lecture. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.